So in this video we're going to start talking about a series circuit, right? So suppose I take 3 resistors and I just hook them up so that they make one continuous line. So here I've got a resistor, here I've got another resistor, here I've got another resistor. And so this one is my brown, green, red, so it is 1.5 kiloohms, and then this is my red, 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 so it's 2.2 kiloohms, and this is my yellow, violet, red, so it is 4.7 kiloohms. And the question is, what's going to be the total resistance of those 3 hooked together like that? Well, let's just hook them together. So I'm going to just choose a place, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to hook this into one of my little rows of 5, and then I can take this one, hook it into that same row of 5, and hook that other end into a different row of 5, hook this one in someplace, and then just doesn't matter where it ends up. So now I've got them hooked up. And so I'm going to go to 20 kiloohms. Let's see, 20 kiloohms. So if I do this one, I get 1.47. If I do this one, I get 2.17. If I do this one, I get 4.66. If I do this whole thing, I get 8.31. 8.31. So our total and how did I get that? Well, if I just simply take 1.5 plus 2.2, I just did times, sorry about that, plus 4.7, I get 8.4. And so you notice that I didn't really quite get 1.5. I was a little bit less. I was a little bit less than 2.2. I was a little bit less than 4.7. So overall, basically what we have for series circuits, our total is equal to R1 plus R2 plus R3. So series circuits, not all that exciting. Now what we're going to do is we're going to do a parallel circuit. In a parallel circuit, what I'm going to do is I'm going to hook them all into the exact same group of 5 so that they're now starting and ending on the same wire. So basically I have a wire and I've got a resistor and I've got another resistor and I've got another resistor, and so they are in parallel. And so I've got 1.5 kiloohms, 2.2 kiloohms, and 4.7 kiloohms. And now, if I measure the resistance here, trying to get it so you can see, if I just do this, I'm going to get 0.74, so let's go down to there. Same thing, let's go all the way down to, that's the range that I want. I get 0.735. So now what measured our total is 0.735 ohms. Okay, now I'm going to have to give you this one. So basically what it comes down to is one over R total is equal to 1 over R1 plus 1 over R2 plus 1 over R3. So I'm going to have 1 over 1500 ohms plus 1 over 2200 ohms plus 1 over 4700 ohms is 1 over R total. Now this is just like what we were doing in our 1 over F equals 1 over I plus 1 over O from our ray tracing. The key thing we're going to have to do is we're going to have to remember to flip it at the end. So 1 divided by 1500 plus 1 divided by 2200 plus 1 divided by 4700 gives me this number, which I don't care about. What I care about is the reciprocal of that, which is 740, which is about 750 ohms. Oh, that's a kilo ohm right in there. Or 750 kilo ohms. So we're pretty close. So this is the equation for adding resistors in parallel. So this is the equation for adding resistors in parallel, and this is the equation for adding resistors in series. And then we're going to come back and we're going to start building some circuits with more than one resistor and analyzing them in the next videos.